ఈరోజు పొద్దున్న దాని గురించి మొత్తం డిస్కషన్.
So just before starting this session, just I want to introduce myself. So myself, Rajsekhar, I have 12 plus years of experience in IT. So this is a development as well as the trainings. So coming into our today's session, so this session related to Android. So maybe you people are joined here around 10 people. So you know about this word Android, right? So anyone have any inputs on this? What is Android? What you know about Android? Anyone? Just you can unmute and if you have any answer, can someone? Yeah, I think someone has start. So it's a mobile OS operating system. Okay. So just I'll write your words. I agree with your words. Mobile OS. So it's the same operating system. Someone said this operating system. It is correct. So operating system. Then someone said that developed by Google and JetBrains. Okay. So come with this word. So it has many versions. Okay. It has many versions built on Java. Okay. Okay. So I got good inputs from the team. So why I'm collecting this information from you? Because nowadays it's not a new word. Why? Because almost 80% of the people are using Android devices. Because everyone who is having now a smartphone, either it could be Android or iPhone. But iPhone are in our India, iPhone are using in between of 10 to 15% of people, but remaining other are using Android. Even if someone has iPhone, they may have the spare of Android phone. So you are not clear my voice? Now it is clear? Now it is clear? Okay. I hope now it is clear. So this is here. This is first time coming into this Android world. So Android is an operating system. First word is it's an operating system. And the next is the open source. Open source. Next it is development environment. Simply with words, general words, I am giving you the definition of the Android, so that easily you can remember the definition of Android. So Android is an operating system. It is open source. Using this we can build applications. Initially applications are for mobile, but right now applications are for mobiles, tablets, watch, cars. Lot of equipments are coming nowadays. So as day by day it is going on, lot of electronic gadgets are coming with Android operating system. So next word I want to write one more thing. Linux kernel.
ఆ పిల్ల ఏంటి ఏందో లేదు వచ్చిన ఫోన్ల మీద ఫోన్
So it is run on top of the Linux kernel. So what is the each word in definition? Just first you remember the only 4 words, but each word I will give elaboration of each word. So Android is an operating system. Using this we can build applications. It's open source. Always it is running on the top of the Linux kernel. Means in each phone, is there any Linux? Means no. It is internally the architecture of the Android as built on the top of the Linux kernel. Linux kernel is the similar part of Linux, which like see my right now my laptop is running with the Windows operating system. Like someone has the Mac its operating system is a Mac OS, and someone has using Linux. Like that kind of operating system, it's a top of the same similar architecture it has built. So when we are discussing about architecture of Android, there we will discuss in detail of Linux kernel, how it's built on top of the Linux kernel. So that we will see this. So then next thing here. So simply here we got idea. Android is an operating system. It is using this we can build mobile apps that suitable for mobiles, tablets, then watch, cars, autos, lot of electronic gadgets. It's running on the top of the line. But who is the owner for this? So right now this is acquired by Google, but there are some other people in the background. So that we will see in our coming session, because we need to understand the Android history. On the history we can go in detail, means from where this has started and how this acquired by Google. Like those kind of details we'll discuss there on the this. So next here. So I have one question to everyone here. So why you want to learn this course? Any specific reason for anyone why you came for this course? Anyone? Okay. Job, love building app.
దేవుడు గుళ్ళోకి వెళ్ళకూడదు చికెన్ తింటే అలా ఏమదు. మీకు చికెన్ గుళ్ళో కూడా పెడతారు కదా ఫంక్షన్స్లో పెడతారు.
Next, any other answers from anyone?
బిర్యానీ అని నేను అంటే నేను ఒక రోజు మా మామయ్య ఆగుతావా ఆగుతారా సారీ సార్ ఆగండి.
So Kotlin is a new language to explore it. Okay. Next, any other answers from anyone? For the first one, who has here said the job. So job. So if I learn Java, can I get the job or not?
ఇది నేను ఇప్పుడు ఒక పేపర్ ఓపెన్ చేసిస్తా, దాంట్లో ఏదో ఎక్కడో అంటారు ఇట్లా ఏముండదు.
So obviously yes, if I learn Java or if I learn Python, if I learn .NET, any technology, if you learn, because every technology has opportunities in the market. But why you want to go with this? So there are few specific reasons for this. So means apart from this, see, first one, I agree with your answer, that is a job. So someone said that Sir Kotlin is a new language, so we need to explore it. That also I agree with you, because it's a new language, so we need to learn new things on this. That also I agree. But here, so if I already learned Java, then I am working on Java. So only I can work on the Java. But here what I'll do, in case if I learn Android, so either it could be with the Java or Kotlin. So what is the differences between those will come after few minutes. But if you learn this Android, so there is another opportunity. You can build your own applications. Like if you go in a Play Store, you have lot of things. So that duration part and all, I'll come with after few minutes. I'll come with that point. So here, if you can learn this, you can build your own applications, and you can publish those applications in a Play Store. So if I publish applications in a Play Store, what are the benefits for us? What are the benefits for us? Is there any benefits if I publish apps in a Play Store? Obviously, yes. But what are the advantages? So one advantage is you can improve your skills on a coding style. One is that improve the skills. Only improve the skills is enough? No. Apart from this, the next is money. Exactly. So how that money will come? How that money will come? I already published 5 applications. Then there is a AdSense. So this AdSense word we used in web, but here in Android terminology we'll say that is the ad mode. So Google has giving an opportunity to post ads on your application. But instead of mobile application, can I build my website? Like I want to create a one simple tutorial. Like I know Android, I know Java, I know Python. Then I want to give those all tutorials in my application. So instead of mobile app, can I give in a web application? Yes, obviously you can give. But which one is best? Which one is best? I vote for the mobile app. Why? Because in a mobile app case, with 0 users, you can allow the ads. With even though today you published a new application, and that also you can use, you can enable the ads, but in web application cannot. Why? Because in a web application there are a certain rules. If you have this much of traffic to your website and content should be unique, some conditions, rules are there from the Google. Once you all are satisfied, then only that should be ads will come on your website. Until you not satisfy those conditions, never those ads will display. So, but in mobile app with 0 users, you can start this. So, if I started with 0 users, how much I can earn for the month?
3 months or 4 months only.
What is my income for the month? Suppose I started my app with 0 user, Just today I uploaded the app, but how much I can earn from this? Suppose in a month I got 500 users. So these 500 users every day for 30 days, everyone are using 15 to 20 minutes. 15 to 20 minutes my application means 30. Average I can take 15. So 15 into 30, it is around 450 minutes, means 7-8 hours. So 7-8 hours they spend time on my application. So on that, if they spent that much of time, how much I can earn means I can earn minimum $5 to $10. $5 to $10 in the sense, what is this? Right now it's a dollar is around 80 rupees, 82 rupees. $10 means it is a 800 rupees. I came with very minimal, means all minimal figures only. Why? Because maybe you can earn more than that also. So that depends on the area. Like users, all are the users are from India. Sometimes all are the users from USA, all are from the UK. Depends on currency, depends on place where the users are logged in your application. That dollar and value will increase or decrease is this. So and depends that someone said that depends on downloadings. Yeah, that downloadings just I consider here downloadings are 500, right? So that with that worst I am going with this. Maybe instead of 500, maybe your tutorials and everything, whatever the content you given on your app, that is very good. Then instead of 500, it goes 10. It added 10, one more zero means it's 5,000. Obviously, this 800 will goes to 8,000, right? Maybe 8,000 or more than that also. So that possibilities is there. Depends on your content. Until you give the good content, so that application should be user friendly. What is user friendly means? See, I cannot go and I cannot guide who install my application, right? So once they open the application, they need to understand my flow of application easy flow, easy to understand. So if you follow such kind of, apart from that, along with the easy flow, and it's a lightweight application and good user interface, UI UX, it's a good user interface and good understanding, lightweight, and most important thing is the secure. It should be the secure. If your application has everything as good, but sometimes some of the applications we will see, once I open the application, it is asking that allow contacts permission, allow messages permission, allow those permission, that permission, lot of permissions they will ask. For tutorial point, means for tutorial, I'm giving the tutorial. For the tutorial, I no need to take any other permissions, because just whatever the content I have, just I'm displaying on the app. That's it. I'm not expecting any input from the user side. So no need to ask any permissions kind of thing. Means it should be the secure first, then only we can get that. So that is a one extra opportunity here. This is the own applications. From there you can earn. Apart from this, here in Android, we will get like more freelancer works. Why? Because see, I have some thoughts to small applications. I'm planning small applications. Basically, let us consider I'm not a developer, but I have some small thoughts to place my applications. If like I can go and can approach my one company, so I can approach one company. They said that a huge amount, whatever amount it is, maybe suppose they said 10 pages of mobile app, small mobile application. Thus, a company said that it's around 50K to 1 lakh their budget. Same thing if I go with the freelancer, they can do that with 10 to 20,000 or 30,000 like that. So because of that, we need here with the people can get more opportunities on a freelancer basis also. So this too is not possible with the some other technologies, because for example I say I am the .NET developer or I am the Java developer. What is the applications which are building on those technologies? It's a major applications. It's a big applications. So in those big applications, a split and share, that kind of mechanism could not be possible in all the cases. Because of that, we will get the less opportunities on this. But here it's a small applications, and the more people having that. So because of that is the reason here we can get the more opportunities here. This is a freelancer. So this is about just want to explain the benefits from the Android. So the next coming into this next one is, so this is fine. Okay, this is fine. But some example before going to the next topic, I want to show some examples on this. So just I want to open the Play Store once. So what I said, you people on track that. So that's why I want to show some apps in a Play Store. So everyone knows about the apps also. Sorry, Play Store app 16. Yeah, Play Store here. So just I want to search only an apps. So here I am searching with the Frank. What is the meaning of Frank? Frank means it's a normal. So here Frank call. So this I'll open one application here. See, X call global phone call app. This is the Frank application. So here, see how many downloads are there for this application. Just see 10 millions of downloads for this application. So what is in this application? In this application is nothing. If you are having 1 year of experience on basic Android application developer, you can do this app in a 1 week. 1 week of effort. Means in that, just it's a alarm functionality. What the alarm we are using on our phone, that alarm functionality is this. So using that alarm functionality only, this app has built on this. So it's a very simple, nothing is there in this. So easily we can use this application, this kind of application. So with this application, they can put this, means I set alarm at 6 a.m. So with some mobile number, I added instead of normal alarm, just I add one mobile number and one photo. It should come like instead of alarm, it should come as a call kind of thing. That is application like this. So this kind of lot of applications, like I'll show you one silly example, like BP Frank. BP Frank. Yeah, see. By touching the finger, how you justify how much blood pressure you have? This is impossible. Just it is also some kind of that. Who knows random function in Java? They can write this program in 2 days. So like those kind of, see, for this also, it's a 50 million downloads are there in this app. So some small applications, we can generate huge revenues. So that just I want to convey that message of this, how this will come and how the incomes will come on this. Okay. Next, I'm coming into our next actual this topic here. So now, okay, this is fine with Android. We know this Android and all. Now I want to go with this. So for Android, if you want to learn Android, what are the things you need? Here, there are major few things. So initially, Android has to develop with only the Java. But right now, so we can build this on Kotlin also. So for the Java, we are used core Java. We'll use core Java, but this Kotlin is completely new word to everyone. Maybe here someone knows about this Kotlin word. So this Kotlin is other language. So using this Kotlin also, we can build apps. This session, what we are doing, this is with the Kotlin. Android development with Kotlin. So maybe you have few questions. I don't know ABC in Kotlin. No worry, I'm here to teach you those. So here we will start from the basic of Kotlin. Then we'll start. Means initially for this Android development, here we need to first know about the XML language. So this is a very basic language like HTML. It's also markup language. So what is the meaning of markup language? Which language we use to design like HTML. I used to design that HTML. So that we can say as a markup language. Like here also it is the same XML. It's an extensible markup language. And this we use to design our UI. Then for that UI, if you want to give a functionality action, means like while entering my name and password, I want to log in into application. That can be handled with this Kotlin. So initially it was with this, but right now this. So I'll completely this Kotlin will start from the scratch. So while we are starting this, while we are doing with the Kotlin, just initially I'll show some for few programs, not for the all programs. All programs will do with the Kotlin, but few programs I'll show with the Java. Then I comes to compare with the Kotlin program. Means like today I done one example. That example, initial 4 or 5 programs, I start with Java, then I show that same program in Kotlin, so that you understand why we are going with the Kotlin. Because compared to the Java, here Kotlin is very simple and less lines of code, so it can reduce the time and it can reduce the efforts. So if it is obviously the code and code is less, the performance should be high. So that kind of benefits are there, that initially I'll show with 3 or 4 programs with Java and Kotlin. Then after that, every program will go with the Kotlin. Like that we will go this. So then next question. So how many days duration of this course? So this course is the 45 days. Approximately it is a 50 hours of course. 50 hours of course. So okay, this 50 hours of course, in this 50 hours of course, what we are going to cover in this course? So for that I have one document. So what is the latest version of Android? Android is the latest version is 12. So we'll discuss suitable, means what are the things are going to cover in 12. Those features only we used to cover here. So initially we'll start with the introduction of this and what is the history, how this came, what are the features, and how this has open source. Just now in definition we discussed Android is open source and how that came as open source and what is the drawbacks, features of each version. each version wise we'll discuss in detail of this. After that we'll start with the architecture. So in the architecture, just now I told this Linux kernel board that we will discuss along with the pictures, diagrams, everything in detail. Then after that, setup, Android environment setup, and we'll start with the first program and first program structure. Then I'll give the complete overview of XML, how to start, what are the advantages and what are the rules, how to write, that we will see. After that, we'll start designing of the UI. So we'll start initially with the designing of UI. So after that UI, that how to run with the Kotlin. Here after that, using this design components, we can build the forms like login form, registration form. So such kind of forms using these components like text view, button, checkbox, seek bar, rating bar, like using those components, we can do that kind of forms. After those forms, components, all components of Android. Here we have 5 components. If you are aware of these 5 components, you can build static Android application. What is the meaning of static? So if I comes to programmatic language, there are 2 types of applications. One is static, other one is a dynamic. Calculator, I can take calculator is a static because it's never changed. 2 plus 2, 4. 2 multiply with 3, 6. Like that, the standardized is a fixed. For that, no need to save any kind of data inside the application. So whichever the application is saving some data and it is performing based on that. Like I take example as Amazon, Flipkart. Today I open my Amazon app. They say that offers for laptops. Tomorrow offers for the shoes. Day after tomorrow offers for the mobiles. Like every day the content is changing. That is dynamic application, not a static application. So that kind of application we can discuss. But here if you are aware of this, you can do static application. So after this, all the components in detail, then we'll go with the advanced user interface. Like I have 12 members in a class. So that 12 members data, I want to do some kind of dynamic activity. So such kind of activity, like I want to, like our contacts, every day we are adding 1 contact, 2 contact, 3 contact, like that it is increasing day by day. So such kind of views, how we can handle that we will see. After that, how to record a video, audio, media player, such kind of. And after that, how we are making the calls, sending SMS, emails. This already there. Why we need to learn? Maybe someone will ask. Because see, if I open the Ola, everyone knows about the Ola application. Everyone knows about the Zomato, Swiggy. So when I order food, so if a rider is picking my food and his car is supposed to traveling to my location, maybe unfortunately he is missing that location. Maybe that time he used to call or I used to call. So such kind of functionalities, if you want to include that, so here is the solution for that. And after that, you are connecting Wi-Fi or sharing hotspot. So such kind of activities, how we can do that, that also we can do. And when you receive the call, you are getting the sound, vibration, ringing. So such kind of this. Here we can discuss on the how to ring, how to vibrate, how to keep silent. Then after that, Bluetooth. Nowadays, this Bluetooth is very, very important because I have one smartwatch. So I can connect that watch with the Bluetooth. And I have AC. I can on that with the Bluetooth. I have some printer. I can take the print through my mobile application, mobile itself. So such kind of activities, that IoT. So this we can say as a IoT. So how to connect the IoT devices using our Android, that we can discuss here detail. Then after that, these are the like multiple pages. You want to design multiple pages in your application, or you want to open camera, or you want to open gallery. Such kind of all activities we can do here. After that, just I click on my application. My internet is slow. That page is loading. So wait, please wait. Like such kind of alerts, kind of activity we will do here. And after that, in each page of application, how the life cycle is. It is means first you want to develop application, you need to understand the life cycle of that. So how that life cycle should come, that we can understood here. Then after that, background services like your just I click on download movie. I am doing my activities. Backgroundly that downloading is happening. So the such kind of applications we can do here. This. And the next is the broadcast receiver. This is announcements like battery low, Wi-Fi available, Bluetooth available. So someone calling, someone messaging. So such kind of broadcast announcement here we can do this. Next is the notifications. So these notifications are like WhatsApp notification, normal message notification. So that we can do this. After that, this is very, very important. Who came this course for the job? Because using this, we can build dynamic applications. So just now I told the dynamic application. Dynamic application means which is communicating to the database. So database could be anywhere. So how the data will communicate and all that we will discuss in our detail. But using this web services, JSON, these are the concept of web services. So here we can discuss more detail on this, how this will happening in this. So this is also part of this. And the next is the fragments. So this is the reusability of the user interfaces. To reduce the burden on your application, we use this fragment concept to reusability of the user interfaces. So that we will see in detail. And after that, some of the applications, maybe we can store data locally, like contacts. I'm saving the data in my local. Even you can take Facebook also. So if I open without net also, I can open the Facebook. I can do up to some kind of activity. So such kind means that Facebook is the offline as well as the online. It can save some data locally as well as it can interact with the server. So such kind of small application, that kind of application we can do this. So then for this, there is the advanced libraries for this SQL database, local database that we can discuss. And this is again, this is a concept of web service. It's related to web service. These two are the third-party libraries, but now it is trending in a market, so that we will discuss. And the next one, it is a material design. So what is material design? So now my application is working perfectly without without any bugs, but my user interface is not understanding by anyone. Then there is no use of your application. So to overcome that, Google has given as a material design concept to make attractive UI. So they given some components, some these things. So those all we can discuss. It is a third party that is provided by Google only. So Android is also provided by Google. So easily we can integrate those all features in our application that we can discuss here to make an attractive UI. Then next, this is very, very important, Firebase. So the Firebase is nothing but here, it's using this we can build dynamic applications or any charting kind of application that you can build, or like unfortunately I'm using my application as crashed, means it's stopped in between while using, but my application is in Play Store, installed by 1,000 members. Who installed, I don't know, but with person X, application has crashed. Then I need to understand how this is. So this tool will give the result. Because of this and so reason, this application has crashed. So that I can understand that reason and I can resolve that, I can re-upload the application in Play Store. Then after that, Google Maps. So how to incorporate Google Maps in your application? Here we can discuss on that, Google Places and all. So then finally animations, how we can give the animations. Then next add more, how to put ads in your application. And finally, how to upload your application in Play Store and how to update, how to regular update, how these things we'll discuss in detail. And some other features like how to maintain the code, like you in a company, if you can go with the company, how the company is maintaining the code and what are the things need to follow. So such kind of details also I'll give you here in this course. So this is overall summary of the course. So just I'm summarizing the points. So the course duration is 45 days. It's around 50 hours of course. Every day it's a 1 hour session. So in this we'll start with the Android latest version of 12. So what are the latest concepts which are here? Each and everything we can discuss in detail along with the examples. So key features of this course is, so my perspective, so the theoretical concepts, whatever the theoretical concepts, I'll explain you. After the theoretical concepts, each and every program I can create in front of you. I can write the coding on in front of you. I won't execute the already the running programs. I won't execute that kind of. Each and every program I write in front of you itself along with the explanation. And for every batch, what is the examples I'm discussing, that may change because button example is here, that will always fix. So such kind of programs are same, but along with that, after that some other program, that program previous batch and this batch could be different, because today I am teaching one topic like Google Maps, and a Google Maps, what is a suitable example for that, I can teach on the go that program itself directly. So like that, because I'm having the hands-on experience on a coding, that like that it will go step by step. There is no fixed programs like I want to go with only these fixed 50 programs, 60 programs, like that kind of mentality. Each and every topic with latest examples, simply because day by day the code is updating. Along with the updates, I'll teach you each and every program along with the updates. That is I'm covering. And finally, last few sessions, I'll give you the complete overview of the project. Means if you want to start a project after getting the job, if you want to start a project, how to start the project and how to follow other team members, and how we can start, how we can incorporate things, that kind of full overview of the project also I'll give you this. So anyone have any questions on this? Yeah, someone asked that daily how many hours of this, I already answered. Every day it is a 1 hour session. Is there any need to core Java knowledge? If you have core Java knowledge, it's well and good. If you don't have also, because we are starting with the coding, it's a good. So after completing this course, can I get this I want to highlight. So along with the every class, I'll give you few tasks. If you follow the task, definitely I cannot say exactly 3 plus, but in between of 2 to 3 plus or maybe 4, depends on your practice. You can get at least minimum, you can get the 2 to 3 years of experience kind of activity will get if you practice whatever the programs I given as a practice. So network libraries, like I already told that, right? Retrofit, here we have already seen Volley, retrofit, so these also we'll discuss here. It's a 9 o'clock only. Can we crack interviews after this course? Yes, definitely. Is that related a few interview questions? Interview related question means like when we are discussing about the retrofit, let us say topic of retrofit. So while discussing of retrofit, I'll explain you how that specific topic you can explain on your interview. So such way I'll explain you on that, so that easily you can crack the interviews. So any questions? Classes will be on weekend also.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, sir. I want to ask if as I know Java, then how if I learn Kotlin, in this case, how Java will help to learn Kotlin actually?
Yeah, so there is specifically, I cannot say directly if you know Java, how to learn means it's a simple like
it will simple for me or
yes just I want to. So if you know Java, or someone know Python, someone know the PHP, someone know .NET, so you know the syntax, right? This syntax should be like this. You are already aware of the some part of the code, so easily you can understand the what is the syntax if you are writing this in a different technology. Means here technology wise there is advantages. If you know one basic language, easily you can understand the other language syntax, and in that way it will help. But both are different, both are not same, both are different, but you can understand.
Syntax also different.
Syntax also means it's a reducing, like here in Java I am writing the 4 lines of, like in Java basic core Java, core Java and advanced Java. Like advanced Java means Spring.NET, Springs, you are writing some code Springs. Oh, here and there some like that is like
Java 8 knowledge, complete Java 1.8 knowledge, like lambda function and all that things.
Yeah. Then okay, then easily you can answer here. Like it is a framework kind of thing. This is the Kotlin is a framework kind of thing. It is.
Okay.
So that way you can easily understand that.
And one more thing.
Yeah.
As in our course, Android material design, Android material design is just like Google design. Google give us some component, ready-made component, then we use it. But sometime in our project, we have to use customized component.
Yeah.
In this case, will you teach this how to create the customized component?
Yeah, so that customized components also we can discuss here based on the area where we struck that we can see here. This whatever basic things you are now. So from there we can elaborate that. So if you struck somewhere like
just like if you are creating a spinner.
Okay.
In this case, if you want Google gives us the one spinner or Android gives us the spinner, but we don't want this type of spinner.
Yes.
We need some spinner that are rounded and this type of this type of.
Yes. For that, we are creating here custom components. So
custom components, yes.
Custom components we can do based on the requirement that we can do here. So here also I'll cover a few custom components as well. Like here already here.
Yes, and one more thing I want to ask. Actually, nowadays React Native is very famous in case of mobile development.
Correct.
Then in this case, React Native, what is the difference actually?
Yes.
Because React Native give us Android as well as Apple iOS development. But Android give us only Android development.
Yes.
In this case, this is my question.
I
think you understand. Yeah.
First I'm repeating your question. So there is not only React Native, there is lot of other cross platforms are there, like Flutter is there, React Native is there. So lot of is there. So but why we are going with this means there is a simple answer. So in a real time already we faced one issue. So there is a fitness tracker. Okay, fitness tracker. We developed one app. Initially, it was in a React Native. Okay, so then on that it has lot of integrations. Customer, as per the customer requirement, they've asked to integrate with the Google, Apple Music, and Savan, like lot of libraries, third-party libraries, some IoT kind of thing. So in those cases, we faced a lot of issues. Again, finally, customer came back and we want both apps in a native one, because of when we, if it is a basic application, there is third-party dependency. So you can go with the cross platforms, no problem. But if you have any third cross platforms dependency, must ensure you go with the native. Means my personal suggestion, because we already faced that kind of issues with customers. So because I suggest go with the native. So if customer won't have that much of funds because we want to build a two kind of applications, then you need to compromise few features. Like that. So any other questions from anyone?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, Komal.
Sir, I want to continue for this question like hybrid development, native development. As you explained, you meant to say lack of the libraries in the hybrid development. That's why you want to go with this native development. Am I right?
Yeah. Lack of library means it is supporting, but not that much of fully supported.
So what happens after 1 or 2 years that library is fully developed?
Yeah. Means see, it can support majority. See, if I'm a third party, okay, I'm a third party. It means React Native and Flutter. These all came 4 or 5 years back. Okay, initially this iOS, these all are from many years. So already built their applications in different aspects and different things. So easily it can communicate and can do that kind of things in different things. But some kind of like just now I said iOS, majorly we won't face issues with the Android phone because it's easily compatible with the different. Majority of the cases you will face the issues in iOS version. When you are releasing an iOS version, you will face lot of issues. Like iOS related things, payment gateway, and this music, third party musics, and when we are connecting to IoT, such cases you will face the issues.
You mean the performance issues?
Yeah, some performance issues and some coding kind of issues also we can face.
Okay. Sir, one more thing. Sir. Will you cover unit testing in this?
Sorry?
Unit testing.
Unit testing. Yeah.
Unit testing.
Yeah, unit test. It's we can do this, but that's a completely the different platform here. Mobile development is different platform. Unit testing is a different platform here. We can do.
Unit testing is
Unit testing in app means there are again.
Mobile app development.
Yeah. There are various cases are there. Like unit testing is I can say manual unit testing, automation unit testing. So if you want to go with a manual, there is no just whatever the user stories we have for the application. So that user stories, based on the user stories, you can go manually screen by screen. You can do the give that report. That is a manual unit testing. But if you want to go with coding unit testing, using this whatever the platform here we are using Android Studio, there you can do. That is a different topic and different means a different course kind of thing. Not is a Android development course. It is part of Android development course.
Will you provide guidance? Suppose I want to do unit testing for using assert equal like method is there now for the activity testing. There also design testing also there. So because so many companies ask for the unit testing also. That's why sir I'm asking. Hello.
Yes. Just I missed your words because of power issues. Just I came back with other date. So yeah, that if you want and support means that I can support and no problem. Just I will that I will guide you on that here.
Okay, so Jetpack libraries there, Jetpack like RX, Java.
Yeah. So that yeah, that is all will is there. That completely the fully advanced level of that. So here all people cannot understand that much of standardized here. So when anyone already have basic knowledge, so if you want to suggestion on that, just you can ask here. I'll give you the reference URLs and suggestions, basic suggestions. I'll give you here on that areas.
Okay, only about that would be one thing. So just to get extra knowledge, because
Yeah,
if
yeah.
I study by myself, it will take more time. You are experienced, so you can explain in very few minutes. Sir. Yeah.
Yes, yes, correct, correct. So no worry that I'll guide you in the class.
Okay, sir. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. So, any questions from anyone?
Sir, I have one question. Like, if we miss the class, then is there any recorded video, or how can we cover the topic if we
Yes,
miss the
yes.
class?
Recorded sessions should be available.
Okay.
Yeah. Any question?
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, sir. What is the fees of this course, sir?
Yeah. 10,000.
10,000.
Yeah.
Is it negotiable, sir? 10,000 is
Yes, sir, because
quite
it is
costly
very,
because
it
10,000.
is very costly, sir. 10,000 is very costly.
Yeah, that you can talk with the Durga's of people. Management, I mean, so who is the coordinator is there? I can talk with the coordinator. Take care of those things. So my part is to hear just one teach classes. Okay. So anything else? Okay. So I hope everyone is clear. So we'll meet you tomorrow at 9 p.m. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
ఇది రాదనుకుంటా ఫోన్కి.
అది కాదు అక్కడే ఉంచుకోవచ్చు. నేను పెట్టినా షీట్స్ సార్కి.
పేమెంట్లు 1200 ఉన్నాయి.
Yeah, hi, good evening.
పేమెంట్స్ పెట్టుకొని లైవ్స్ ఎంత పెట్టు.
So I'm sharing my screen.
మోత కావచ్చు. 7.
So I hope everyone are there in yesterday's class, right? Any new person?
ఏమొస్తుంది?
Okay, so what we discussed yesterday, just I want to summarize first. So first, yesterday we discussed about Android definition, then followed by why we need to learn this course, and after that we discussed something about syllabus, what we are going to cover in this syllabus, and what are the duration and all we covered yesterday. Now I want to elaborate the words which we discussed yesterday in a definition. So what the definition of Android? Here we discussed a few things. One is open source. First word we discussed about this open source and operating system. Next is the development environment. Development environment. The next word is the Linux kernel. So with these 4 words we discussed definition of Android. So here first word I coming to this open source. What is open source? Anyone? So you have any idea about an open source? I'm not asking about the Android. I'm asking the meaning of open source.
Open source is nothing but it is open to all and it is free to all.
Yes, exactly. So it's a freely available to this. So free software. Yeah. So
సరే
generally open source it's a freely available. Like say for example, if I'm developing in a .NET. So for the .NET there are some restrictions. Up to certain stage, the .NET can be provided as open source. After that, if you want to go in a more tools and all, it should be paid. So it should be paid. But here, no payment for this. Means for Android development, if you want to do an Android development, no need to pay anything for the license. License in the sense that is for the development environment. So for the development environment, no need to pay. Like for example, if I installed Windows in my laptop, Windows operating system. So for that, we need to pay. If you won't pay, what it says? It's after few days, it says that trial version has expired, your license has expired. So it says something like that, and it cannot support all the features. But here, Android is not like that. So it can be completely the open source. No need to pay anything for the setup to develop an Android application. So then if any software which is open source, major benefit is we can get majority of the source code. So we can get the source code is free of cost. So we can get easily source code. From the source code also we can do some elaborations here. So that is the first one. Here we will get the some part of the source code also. So that we can do. So without paying anything, we can get some part of code and we can get the support for this. So this Android is having the huge community. So in this community, easily we can get the support as well as the code, example, lot of examples code that all are available. So that is coming into the point of open source. Next, I'm coming into operating system. So what is operating system? Anyone? Operating system? What is operating system? So operating system is nothing but it's a simple words. I'm explaining in a generalized words. It's a bridge between software and hardware. Software and hardware. So what is that software and hardware? See, if I took my mobile, if I took my laptop, so yeah, if I took my mobile, so in case of that mobile, I have camera in my application, that is a hardware. But if I want to capture an image, for that I need some software support. So what is the support I'm getting from the software to hardware? In between, something is needed that we can say as an operating system. So it's a, someone said here, interface. Exactly. If you are, means first I'm saying here it's a generalized word, it is a bridge between software and hardware. If you want to talk in our IT terminology, that is an interface. Maybe why I said bridge initially means maybe someone could not understand the word of interface. So the interface is nothing but it's a interface, means a bridge. Interface is nothing but here bridge. So it will between the bridge. So it can be support for this. So as already we discussed, this operating system is for nowadays lot of electronic gadgets like mobiles, tabs, TVs, cars, auto, watch, etc. So many is there. So many gadgets are coming nowadays, etc. So many devices are coming. So this Android operating system we can install, means we can use this, we can install lot of applications. So that is easily we can get this lot of devices. So then next is the development environment. So what is development environment? So using this we can build applications, we can build apps. So what kind of apps we can build here? Already yesterday I told this, static and dynamic, both kind of applications we can build. So, and what is static? Static means it's a fixed inputs that could not be changed later, but dynamic means every day the data is updating from the database, it is interacting with the database. So using this Android we can build two types of environments, so two types of applications. One is the static, other is the dynamic. So both applications we can build using this. Then next, Linux kernel. So this I already told, it's a part of the architecture. So always the Android is run on the top of the Linux kernel, top of the Linux. So how this top of the Linux kernel, just I'll show you some picture here. So here, if this is my application, inside, what is inside is there, this is my application, this is my app. So here between this, what is the space? So someone said we will start. Yes, we can. We will do that both cases here, front end as well as the back end. So here, this is what is the space between these two circles is nothing but here Linux kernel. So this is the this space. What is the space between this? This is the Linux kernel. So Linux kernel. So this Linux kernel always means first as a user. So this is a user. I'm sending one request as a user. What I'm saying now? I'm saying that open contacts application or open camera, open gallery. Some request I'm sending from my phone. So it is traveling through this Linux kernel. Then after interaction with that particular app, again the response is coming back to the user through same layer, that is a Linux kernel. Because of that is the reason what I'm saying now, always it is interacted with the user with respective of Linux kernel. So this is the request and this is the response. So because of that I'm saying this Android apps always running on the top of the Linux kernel. So that is the reason. It's an inbuilt of the architecture of that. So it is always run on the top of the Linux kernel. So this is about the Linux kernel. So then this is about the four words which we discussed yesterday. One is an open source operating system, development environment, and the next is the Linux kernel. So after this, just we will see the history of this. So what is the history and how this has started? So every programmatic language has some history. Like here, Android is also have some history. So who invented this Android? Anyone knows that? Who invented this Android? So nowadays, if I ask who is the owner of the Android, everyone says that it's a majority of the people says that Google. But actual invention as done by Andre Rubin. So who is this Andre Rubin? So Andre Rubin is the person. He is the person. Actually, he is a Java developer. So in 2003, he was a Java developer. So when he was a Java developer, one day, he went to shop to buy one
నేను
camera.
నీ డబ్బులతోటి తాగనీకి ఏం రప్పించుకోలేదు.
He want to buy one camera. Then there you see he compared,
నిన్ను ఎవడేమన్నాడు ఆమెకి?
and then he compared one thing, that is camera,
అసలు నేను ఒక్క మాట అన్నానా?
Normal camera.
నువ్వు అన్నావు, నేను పడినా, ఇంకా నన్నే అంటున్నావు.
and one is the digital camera.
ఉండు, ఇప్పుడు నాకు నీ
One
నుంచి
is
ఫోన్
the digital
వచ్చిందనుకో, నేను ఎటు పోతున్నా నాకు తెలుసు.
So he compared both. Like normal camera has very less price, digital camera has very high price. Then he asked the shop owner, so why this much of this? So he says that he compared the features. So this has zoom in feature, zoom out feature, and you will get clarity here, and here it is kind of some. What are the differences between this normal camera and digital camera? He explained all the things. Then finally he understood one point. Only the major difference between these two is major difference is software. He understood that. So the digital camera has some software. Normal camera does not have that much of it. It is also have some software, but it is not have that much of intellectual software. So it has one intellectual software. Because of that is the reason this camera has the more cost. Then he thought that, so why can't we implement one application for the digital cameras? So then he started a company name called Android Inc. So he started that company. So that company, nothing but it cannot be possible with a single person. So along with him his friends, 3 members also joined. So then they started R&D. What is R&D? So all are Java developers. R&D, research and development. They are researching the things. So their intention was to develop a digital camera software. They started with to start a development of one software which is suitable to the digital camera. Then this is the year of 2003. From the 2003 to 2005, okay, they got one solution. In the span of 2 years, they got one solution. So what is that solution? Just they had this basic camera application. They got simply, okay, they got some architecture kind of thing. Okay, this is the possibilities are there. Okay, they have the basic. After the basic, they got a lot of inputs and they says that, okay, this we can go with a lot of things and all. So just one thing I want to cover here. Just if you are any other, if you have questions kind of thing, I'll give you the last 5 minutes to ask those questions. So like any course related things, I'll answer your questions last few minutes. Okay. So now they got the solution and they are working on that. In 2005, they released a basic version of that. After that, they want to enhance the software, and they are doing an R&D. And what happens? They stuck with the funds. They got the solution. Okay, means they know if you go in this way, definitely we get the solution. But they stuck somewhere with the funds, because these people initially they are already working somewhere, but in 2003 they have started the organization, and there is no extra income. So because whatever the amounts they have already, they invested on this company from last 2 years. So they stuck with the funds. They have solution, but if you want to implement that solution, it need lot of funds. So from the 2005 to 2007, they approached lot of companies, lot of something, some companies and all. So in 2007, they released one static version of software for camera, software version for camera. So then they documented all their thoughts in a clear picture
Emotion.
in one document, and they approached a lot of companies like Nokia, Sony Ericsson, who is the on those days who are the mobile providers. They approached a lot of companies. Finally, the Google
Please లేదా ఏంటి
has
వచ్చినాక మాట్లాడతా
accepted their, and in 2007
వెయిట్ చేసుకుంటూ
this is acquired by Google.
రానన్నప్పుడు రాను.
Means
ప్లీజ్
they has released some funds to do the R&D things for the features perspective. But what is their goal, that feature? So they thought that why can't this R&D to stop for the cameras, why can't we implement this for the mobiles? That is their intention, because on those days every mobile which has, it's a very basic mobile. So we know that basic mobiles, what are the features as given by the manufacturers, we are using only those, but they want to update that like our laptops. Because in my laptop, if I want to install some software, I can install that software, but such kind of facility is not there in a mobile. So they asked to build such kind of application in this maze. They want to build one operating system based on this Android. So operating system and development environment to build the apps to run on this specific environment. That is their feature goal from the 2007 to 2009. In the span of these 2 to 3 years, they want to reach this goal. They want to reach this goal. Then Google has acquired, and they invested on something on this. Then second level of R&D has started on this. Second level of R&D is started on this specific area. So finally, in 2008, the first version of Android has released in a mobile. So first version of Android mobile has released in a market with the company of Sony. So with this company of Sony, they released the first version of Android mobile in 2008. But this is not a full stable version. So that days, in 2008 days, what the other mobile softwares are available is Symbian, Java, .NET. So like these kind of other applications which are already they are providing, like they means Java, in Java JTM is there, in .NET there is a mobile version, Symbian is one, other is the farm, like there are various other softwares other which are there. So this every other manufacturers are not showing interest, means like Nokia is there, Sony is there, Motorola is there, lot of mobile manufacturers are there, but no one is not showing interest to jump into this Android version, because this is also similar how this mobiles having this Symbian, Java, J2ME, farm, this kind of same application this is. Here also in 2008, what is the version first released in the market? With that also, the people cannot install any other new application apart from the manufacturer has given. So then why we can go with the stable to new application, even though we can also think that any new product will come in a market until it's a good, until we get the good comments and all, we cannot go and buy those such kind of products. So like that, every manufacturer are thinking that. Then after that, in a 2009, they succeeded as 2009. They succeeded as a operating system. So they released operating system in a market. Still, even though they said that Android is now operating system, you can install apps in an operating system, but still no people as not showing an interest on this version. Why? Because operating system is available, but there is no apps available in a market to install on this operating system. So then what they did, they developed a development environment. So this already they targeted in a development environment. They targeted in 2007 itself. This is development environment. So they developed this environment by end of 2009. Means almost we can say it's a December. So I consider it as a 2010. Once this development environment has released, so slowly one by one software companies also started developing the apps. Then one by one manufacturers are showing interest. So some one manufacturer as came and they started their devices on this, and next one, like in the span of next 2010 to 14 or 15, 4 to 5 years of span, it became a huge in a market, because every 6 months or 1 year, these people are giving the major changes, major updates, which are the people not expecting that kind of features they are giving, they are releasing in a market. So because of those reasons, in a 4 to 5 years of the span, this has occupied the 70 to 80% of the market in worldwide. So even if in case of our country, right now it is 85 to 90% of mobiles are Android, remaining are the iOS. If you go with the worldwide statistics, it's in between of the 60 to 70% of Android devices, and the next 30% of the devices are iOS, and other is there. So this is how this became in this. But in this gap, lot of versions are released. Those current version is the Android 12. Then before that 11, 10, like it is from 0 to this, all versions has came here. So the each version here has some name. So that name also here, see, for each and every version there is a name. So the name is very interesting here. So how it is interesting is here, A, B, C. So A, B, these two are not a stable version. So they not given any names on this here in a market. From C onwards means it's a following alphabets only. See, we can see now each version it has having the name from the alphabet, like it will start from the A, B, C, D, like that only. So C is the, anyone know that name C, which started with the C Android name? That is Cupcake. So first one, this is the Cupcake. Next D, Donut. E. So what is that E? Eclair. So E is the Eclair. Next F is the Froyo. G is the gingerbread. H. Honeycomb. I. Ice cream sandwich. Ice cream sandwich. J for jelly beans. K for Kit Kat. Next, L for lollipop. M for marshmallow. So marshmallow. Next, N for nugget. O for Oreo. So this, up to this, these all are the versions which are released in a market with a different. See, it is in a one structure, it is following these names. But are you finding any relation with these words? So all are the desserts. Desserts means in a food we can say desserts. It's a bakery related items. So chocolate family, bakery related desserts, we can say this. Why these kind of names? Sorry, one more is there, right? I forgot. P is pie. I forgot to write this pie. So this is the one. It's a giving the different names for this. So these all are because Andre Rubin and all his friends always eat these kind of foods. So because of that, these names are coming like this. And here, so each version has some level of, like level in the sense Android 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 12. This is each version has a one level. So about that levels in our environment, while we are installing our environment, I'll show you the levels and what is the features. So means here we will discuss each level features in detail here. Means each level, what is the features and what are the drawbacks, that we will discuss in detail of here this. So as of now, anyone have any question on this area? So I hope everyone is clear. So just moving to this next here. So okay. So just fine. So now we know this. We know the definition of Android, and next is the Android versions and history. So the next I want to come with one word, that is mobile application development. What is mobile application development? Anyone? Mobile application development? Say, from past few years, mobile application development has escalated business strategies worldwide. What is the business strategies worldwide? Completely it is changed the business strategies. What kind of, for example, so nowadays we are buying lot of things from the Flipkart, Amazon, and other shopping carts. Whatever you like, the shopping carts, we are buying lot of things in this. Why? Because initially before this smartphones also, there is a Flipkart, there is Amazon, but people are not that much of interest to buy this. Why? Any specific reason from anyone? Because if when you are in front of the system, then only you can access those specific websites previously. But right now, all applications are your hand. When you are traveling, when you are sleeping, when you are sit lonely, then every time you are accessing the mobile. On the mobile, there is a Flipkart, there is Amazon, there is other shopping cart. So, and every what is offer for the today, they are sending as a notification. So by seeing that, we are tempting and we are buying the products. So like that, the lot of things which is happening, we are buying that products and we are getting the this. So in this, we are getting lot of things here, we are getting the lot of things here. So that is we are getting lot of benefits from this. So because of that, that word I said that it has escalated business strategies in worldwide. So the mobile app almost same as a web application, but it has major differences compared to that. Just now I said it is an always in your hand, so it is changed as this. So then in a mobile app development is nothing but just we are building the apps for the low memory devices. So what is that low memory devices? Like here for the mobiles, tablets, watch, TV, and these all are we are building for the smart devices.
My Muslim friends, me Hindu.
So and next, this is about the small word about this mobile development environment. Then next, so how many categories of mobiles are there? Anyone this answer categories of mobiles? How many categories are there in the market? Mobile categories. Mobile categories. In my perspective, I say only two. One is the feature phone. One is the feature phone, other is a smartphone. Feature and smart. What is feature and what is smart? So feature phone is nothing but all our basic phones which are not having the any installations facility. So just we are what is the manufacturer has given, we can use only those like contacts, Bluetooth, camera, settings, etc. So that all basic mobiles we can say this means as a user side I cannot install any applications. So it has less memory. And for this, just now already we discussed about that. These kind of applications are developed by Java, Symbian, Migo, and .NET. So that we can, those are the examples for this. And the next part of this is that now this is very, very important for that because this word is suitable for us now, this related to our course. So that is a smartphone. In the smartphone, we have an operating system. So we can install number of applications what you want, and it has more memory compared to feature phone. And in this, there are different different is there: Android, iOS, Windows, BlackBerry. But simply we can say nowadays there is no, almost BlackBerry is gone, almost Windows also gone. Only Android and iOS both are trending in the market. So that we are developing here applications for these two kind of this, but here we are developing this application for the Android mobile. Okay, this is fine. The next word I want to go with some other word, that is application. What is application? Anyone? We are saying that we are learning here mobile application development. But what is the meaning of application? Anyone? So, in a simple words, application is nothing but it can reduce human efforts. So how it can reduce the human efforts? See, let us consider in my mobile there is no contacts. There is no contacts. Hardly you can remember 20, 30. Maybe if you are a very genius, maybe you can remember 50. But more than that, you cannot. So if it is not there, I need to write in one notebook or some diary or something else. While I am traveling, I used to bring that. If I want to dial some contact, then I want to do this. So here what it is doing, because of this contacts application, it is reducing your work. So it is reducing your efforts. So that means simply the software which is designed to store data and provide the processing of data. Based on that, we can generate some kind of uses reports that we can say as a application. So applications we can build using different languages, that is Java, .NET, Python, then Kotlin, like etc. So many is there. Like those we can use and we can build those applications on this. This is fine. And yesterday, finally, some people has asked one question that, so here we are developing application using Android development, either it's a Java or Kotlin. But apart from that, there is some other environments, means this whatever we are learning here, this course, we will say that word as a native mobile application development. Native mobile app development. So what is the meaning of native mobile app development means? If we are developing this application, it can be suitable to the one environment. That environment is nothing but here Android. Means I can install these applications in Android phone, not in a other phone. So that is. But is there any platform which I can create both apps at the same time? Yes, obviously. That is, we can say as a cross platform. So that is cross platform. So as I told already, few details here yesterday, someone's doubts. So if it is in a native application, it can be suitable for the specific environment. Like I want to build an Android application, I can use Android setup and I can do that. If I want to develop an iOS, I can go with the Swift or C#, then I can develop that. And if in case of native application, it is very fast compared to other of the class platform, and it can support more features, and it has lightweight. So because of the lightweight, it can be easily we can access with this. And the same if I comes to the cross platform. So what happens with the cross platform? So here the cross platform, if I develop application, it can be suitable for both Android and iOS, but it is having the huge weight. So it having the huge weight, it cannot support that much of all features which we are building in a native application development. It cannot support that. Next, these examples are here, PhoneGap, Xamarin. So that is just, I'll write the words, PhoneGap, Xamarin, Flutter, React.js. So these all are the some of the applications. Using this, we can build this phone applications, but it cannot support that much of easy. It is a heavy weight, so it will take time to load those applications. So that is the reason we are going with the flexible environment, that is a native mobile development. This. So with this, we can with this native mobile application, we can get very flexible and lightweight, fast, secure applications. So because of that, we are preferring not only we, majority of the market as preferring the native mobile app development. So this is about the mobile app development and these things. So just finally I want to summarize for today's session. So just we discussed about the Android definition words, which are open source, operating system, Linux kernel and development environment. After that we discussed about the features of Android, Android history. Then after that, what are the versions and version names we discussed. Then apart from this, we discussed some more other words. So what is application and what is native environment, what is cross platform, then what kind of mobile categories. So those few parts we discussed. So in a next session, we will go with version wise features, Android version wise features. So version wise features will go in detail. Each version will take version wise features as well as the drawbacks of that. So here features and drawbacks we will discuss each version wise. So then now apart from this, I want to go with few things. So here this theoretical classes could be next 4 to 5 days. It's a theoretical classes. So to understand the Android features and environment and architecture, up to that it's a completely the theoretical sessions for next 4 to 5 days. After that we'll slowly enter into the coding part. So after 4 days we'll enter into the coding part, 4 to 5 days. So in this 4 to 5 days, what are your activities? So your activities has to, first you need to go through whatever the words here we are discussing. What is Android definition, what is application, what is native development, like this, what are the words I am explaining now. Those you can elaborate from your side. If you have any questions, you can come with me, I can explain you. And hope everyone has their laptop or desktops. So that should be, already someone has asked that question also, what is the configuration is required. So that configuration is, it's a minimum of 8 GB RAM, 8 GB RAM and Windows 7 and above. Windows 7 and above is suitable for this. If you have Linux, okay, no problem. If you have Mac, okay, no problem. We can install, irrespective of platform we can install, but it should be minimum of with 8 GB RAM so that it can be support easily on your environment. If you have the less, very complicated to run this. And here who are having this, maybe if you have already some old PC, like it's a Windows 7 or Windows 10 or 8 GB, but maybe your processor is less, it is supporting slowly. So such kind of people, I'll give you few solutions, like development itself, how to run directly instead of running an emulator, how to run directly on your phone. That process also I'll show you once that installation process has completed, so that you can run directly application on your phone, so that it will reduce some burden on your system. So that also I'll show you that how to run that applications in your mobile. So any other questions from anyone? Any questions from anyone for today's session?
ఒక 5 నిమిషాలు కాదు మొత్తానికి నా ఫోన్ ఆఫ్లో ఉంటుంది. చూడు నేను చచ్చిపోయిన తర్వాత నా రోడ్ మీద శవం.
Yes, someone raised hand here.
Sir, total duration in 45 days, can you elaborate what are the things you will be teaching? I mean, how many days you will take it? 4 days is for theory. Then after, then 40 days will be around coding, right? So which project you will take?
Yes, completely it's a code.
So I'm looking for freelancing. You know the REST API, right?
Yes, REST API.
From the web, when we are sending the data using REST API, can you capture using Android? That one you have, you can show the examples there.
Yes, yes,
This
yes.
for
Yes,
purpose.
yes. This I already yesterday shown this complete syllabus. Here that REST APIs we are discussing here, web services. So
Yes.
here we will discuss the REST using the JSON format. So basic how to do the basic first level of program. And after that using advanced libraries, that is retrofit and volley. So these three.
For okay, for after installation in C drive, how much space it should be for working this complete software projects?
Yeah. So not like it will normally it will consume 5 to 6 GB initial setup itself. Day by day it will increase.
How much?
If you have less, if one like say initially it will take 6 to 8 GB space. Okay. Clearly you are updating that next version. If you update your next version, like today I install Android 10, suppose Android 10. After 6 months I got the 11 12 updates. I updated to 12. Another 3 to 4 GB it can take, but there is a solution. We can remove the older versions and we can update the latest version, so that it will be minimum 6 to 8 GB. It's enough for that. But who are having the less space in a C drive, you can install other drive also.
Phone pay number and Google.
So can you show me that ID, that studio?
Email ID.
Yeah, it's an Android Studio.
Android Studio.
This
Okay.
Android Studio.
Online@gmail.com.
Android Studio.
Only one, that one only you need to install, right? So
Yeah,
Java,
that
for
one only.
Java,
For that we need.
Online@gmail.com.
for Java we need to learn.
Yes,
and,
for that we need Java.
Share the payment details of JDBC.
Yeah, for this support of this studio, we need Java setup in your laptop.
Yes, yes.
So then it can support Java JDK from 8 to 8 and higher version is fine. Just you can install any JDK version. Then once we install this environment, it will be set automatically everything. So that process also I will show you here. No worry. Okay. So any other questions from anyone?
So you have any class in the morning, sir? Morning 8 o'clock like that?
No.
Only night 9 o'clock.
Yes. Presently only 9 o'clock going on. So I hope other people as clear. So here one thing I'm expecting from everyone has to participate actively in a class. When I ask questions, so you should answer, like either you can ask, you can type, or you can talk something, so that what I feel that okay, you are following me. If you are silent, there is a two. In my perspective, I think that two ways. One is you are 100% you are understanding. Okay, other is 0. So that what I am suggesting you is just follow me. If you have any questions, you can ask, or if I am asked some questions, you try to answer that. Even if it is wrong, also no problem. But try to interact. Interaction is important here. Okay. Okay. Then we will meet tomorrow 9 p.m. Thank you.
Sorry.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you give any desk of your system?
సరేరా సరేరా
Any desk.
చెప్పే దిమాక్ లేనప్పుడు మనం ఏం చేస్తాం?
Yeah, hi guys, good evening.
Yeah, I want to take any desk of your system. I will check.
I'm sharing my screen.
Yes.
So
I want any desk
in
of
last
your
class,
system, remote condition of
we
your
discussed about Android
system.
history.
Whether you are getting that video.
Just refreshing that. So Android history and various different versions are there. Just we read about this version names. After that, we discuss some generalized words which are like what is application and what is software. Such kind of small words we discussed in the last.
Tell me that address.
So now here
Okay.
I want to cover now. So that is today's agenda is today we will concentrate on two words. One is some key features of Android. This is the first topic for today, and next it followed by Android version wise features. So these two topics we will concentrate today on this session. So key features. What are the key features? So it has lot of key features. On that few key features we will discuss here. So first we'll start from one. So what are the key features? So first I'll start with the basic features which it can be. See, it is supported to multi-language. So how this is supported to the multi-language? So what is multi-language? So simply here in Android phone it can support for multiple languages. How it can support? See, in my mobile, for example, you can take WhatsApp only. So you can chat, you can send the messages in Telugu, Hindi, English, or other some languages. So like that, your mobile can be supported for a multi-language. So it can be support for multi-language. The next means even when we are building our application also, we can do that. Means in our application itself, I want to go with multi-languages, you can go with the multi-languages. So that is first one I want to cover here. The next is so this is the
వీడేముంది డాట్ ఉంది
web browser support.
డాట్ మిస్టర్
So what is meaning of web browser? So right now we are using many browsers like Chrome
వస్తున్నా అండి నాదే
and Firefox, Safari, Edge, like so many browsers we are using. But here there is a inside there is a open source engine is there, that is the WebKit engine. So here we have WebKit engine.
పైన నెంబర్ ఉంటుంది
So this WebKit engine can support to build
పేమెంట్ డీటెయిల్స్ జేడీబీస్ పేమెంట్
web browser kind of applications. If you want to build such kind of application, you can build using this WebKit. The next, so the next one is here, it is a media support. So what is media? So media is nothing but it's a audio, video and image formats. So here Android can support multiple types of medias. That is in case if I go with the image, JPEG, PNG, and if I am using animation kind of, it is a zip format, Next, if I go with the video, BMP, 3GP, and MP4, like it can support a lot of versions. So whatever types of media, it can be supported this. So that is the third feature. And the next fourth is this. So streaming media support. What is streaming media? Streaming media support is nothing but here we can access the like live. Like if it is on live TV, I can watch live TV in my mobile, and using my mobile I can share live, like we are sharing Facebook live, YouTube live. So such kind of live streaming also it can support. Means it's a simply I can say that it can be supported for the live streaming as well. So that is the one more extra benefit. So that came from the operating system only. Because of the operating system, it has supporting these all are the features. So one is the multi-language, second is the web browser support, third is the media, and fourth is the live streaming support, and next is the additional hardware support, some additional hardware. So what is that additional hardware support? So additional hardware support is nothing but you're like camera, touch screen, like I'll write here some camera, touch screen, next GPS, so sensors. So these all are the etc. These all are the examples for support. So it can support for additional hardware support, that is camera, touch screen, GPS, sensors, etc. So it is supporting for those kind of this. And the next one, it is multi-touch. So what is multi-touch? Whatever the touch screens we have using right now, thus we can say as the multi-touch. Because see, initially there are the initial touch phones. That time when we are getting that on-screen touch, but we are not able to touch with our fingers. That time we are able to touch with some kind of, they are giving us some kind of stick. Using that stick, we are touching those. So that is a multi-touch. Then next. So these all are very, very important. And the next is the Bluetooth. So this Bluetooth also, it can be supported. In nowadays, the Bluetooth also, the range has increased by the Android support. Why? Because initially the Bluetooth we are using only to connect the headset for audio, video calls like that. But nowadays, not only that, using this we are connecting to the IoT devices. IoT devices in sense like AC, fan, fridge, TV. So such kind of other IoT devices we are connecting through our mobile. Because of that, nowadays this Bluetooth is also playing a major role here. The next feature here it is, so that is a video calling. So the video calling support. So it's a support. Video calling is nothing but it's a almost similar to the live streaming, but there is a difference is there, like live streaming and this one. So video calling means we can we can see. Live streaming means only one direction. Means I'm the live streamer. Whatever I'm sharing, you are able to see that. That's it. But here video calling means I'm seeing your face, you are seeing my face. That is a video calling. So that also it can be supported.
1908-575.
The next it is the external storage. External storage. What is external storage? So whatever the memory I'm getting inside the phone, apart from that, if you want to increase some extra memory, you can add some extra memory using the third party supported SD cards. So that also all Android mobiles can support. So the next is this threatening. So what is threatening? So threatening is nothing but here. So this is the hotspot sharing. We are sharing hotspot using our phone, and also we are connecting to Wi-Fi. So this kind of network related features we say as a threatening. So this is threatening features. And next, some of the other features also there. Around 20 features, 20 key features are there. This. So next, it is the Java or Kotlin support. So Java and Kotlin support. So because of Java and Kotlin support, whatever the Java features like platform independent, robust, and it can support for the platform independency. So such kind of all whatever the Java related features as well as whatever the Kotlin related features, it can support. Both are open source. It can support many things like programmatic wise. It can be supported the more. The next feature from here is the messaging. So initially, when you want to send a message, if I want to send a message, either you are sending only in a form of text, but initially if you want to send an MMS kind of message, means media message, if you want to send that media message, it should be huge cost on those days. The network people are taking too much of amount to that, and that message as sending to the people. So that is we are going that. So but now it is we can use all types of like text, then media in the sense image, audio, video, such kind of we can send here. Then next, so connectivity. So this phones has connectivity like it can support GSM. So GSM means in our phones there is a CDMA, GSM, 3G, 4G, 5G. So nowadays it has supporting all variants. Now along with the network providers, how the technology is developing, the mobiles also releasing in that fashion. So now whatever the latest phones, so those all are supporting to the 5G as well. So the next is the, so it can almost be covered almost multi-touch, multi-language, and different resolutions. So how this different resolutions? Like I can build the application for mobile. Also I can build the application for watch. I can build the application for TV. Like means small to big, we can build many better features. And the next is this. Always regularly these people are providing the attractive features on UI wise. Updated UI always. Updated user interface always. So because you want to attract the people, your application should be good looking UI.
కొంచెం
So that
కురుకురే తిన్న
these
feeling
people are
వస్తుంది.
regularly giving the support to
చలికాలం ఇప్పుడు
that.
ఫ్యాక్టరీలో ఎక్కడ పడితే అక్కడ పెట్టి
And also, if I comes to the developer side,
మా ఊర్లో షాపే పెట్టి వాడికి
free customization. If you want to customize your application, you can do easily without paying anything. Whatever the new features that you can utilize without paying any cost. That point already we discussed yesterday. That is under comes into the open source.
ఎప్పుడు వచ్చినాయి లేటెస్ట్
And
తిన్నారా వాళ్ళు
this is the Google Play Store. Whatever Google Play Store has, it has many apps
కొత్తగా అనిపించింది
which are available as a free of cost. So that is also one of the major thing to this. And also coming into this, whatever the development environment, so that development environment is also user friendly.
అదేడా
It is a user friendly. How it is user friendly? Today I'm using some version of Android. In that I'm facing few issues. So if you want to customize those features, easily you can customize with respective of the
ఏదో ఒక పార్కుకి వెళ్ళడం
studio automatically give alerts. So based on those, you can, if you want, you can update that. So those all are the basic features of this. Means here, so I think few people are not there initially. Just I want to summarize these points. So initially, today's agenda is we are discussing key features. The next followed by Android version wise features. So in these key features, first one is the multi-language, and it can means our mobiles can support for the multi-language. The next is it can support for the web browsers, means using the WebKit. If you want, you can build the applications. And the next is the media support, so where it can support the multiple media. Next is the live streaming, it can support live streaming, and additional hardware support like camera, touch screen, GPS, sensors, etc. And next it is multi-touch, and it can support for the Bluetooth to connect IoTs and all, video calling, external storage, and returning like hotspot, Wi-Fi. Right. Next, these all are for end users. From here, it is related to the development. So if you are development related, so it's a Java and Kotlin. Whatever the both languages are supporting features, those it can be supported. And the next is the messaging and text and media, and it is connectivity. So whatever the connectivity we have, like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, 3G, 4G, such kind of connectivities can connect, and it can be supported for the different resolutions and updated UI features always. So free customizable. And Google Play Store, it will has lot of features and lot of benefits and user friendly environment to develop the app.
ఎట్లా అంటే నా
So this is first topic for today's. It is completed. Then
ఈవినింగ్ 7
coming into this point. Before coming into this point, anyone have any concerns, any questions on this regarding this?
అలా నేను చేసే ఒక దుబ్బది ఉండేది లడ్డుగా
Hope it is clear. So I'm going to the next topic here. So that is version wise features. So yesterday we discussed many versions. First we'll start from the cupcake. So I said initially before this cupcake there are two more versions, but those all are not considering because those all are very basic features it has. So this cupcake, as it is released in April, so April 2009. So this feature, this version as released in April 2009. So what are the features of this? So in this version, on-screen soft keyboard introduced in this, and auto rotation. So first one it is here, auto rotation. What is auto rotation? Like nowadays, if I'm rotating the phone from landscape to portrait, portrait to landscape, automatically the videos and are rotating. So that feature has started from here. And also soft touch keyboard. So here soft touch keyboard, but on those days just we discussed On those days it will touch with the stick, so that touch screen has released here in this version. And the next, it is supporting for the just auto rotation means it has supported for both modes. One is the portrait, other is the landscape. So it can support for the portrait as well as the landscape. So the next, so what is the next here? Here in this copy paste option is available. Like right now we are copy and paste the content wherever we want, but here from this version it is supporting the copy paste option. It is supporting for this. And the next is the introduce the widgets. Like now we are placing on top of the screen, like watch, calendar. So such kind of widgets feature as introduced from here. Watch, calendar, etc. Like whatever they want to start that as a widget, they can use like media player and like other whatever the screen apps which you want to do, that you can do this. So these all are the features in this. But by seeing these features, maybe we think now those all are very small features. Why we are discussing means, so here we are discussing from the scratch whatever the Android as supporting all features. We are discussing one by means how this has developed, that we are discussing this. So then next is the donut. So the next version, which is that is donut. So this is also released in the same year, but after 6 months, September 2009, this version has released. So what are the key features on this version? So in this version, the first key feature is quick search. Like in a contacts, maybe you can search. In a messages, maybe you can search. So like search functionality has introduced. So previously it was not there. In this version, it is introduced. The next voice search, basic voice search also introduced here. Like now we are using the voice search in different applications. So here basic voice search as added here. So basic voice search as added here. Next is the battery usage indicator. So battery usage indicator. Nowadays we are seeing that you have 20%, 30% battery indicator. So that usage indicator, it is showing that you have still left, you have 20%, 30%. So such kind of benefit has introduced here. And faster OS boots. So initially when we want to restart the phone, it is taking too much of time to restart this. That bug has resolved here. So it has faster compared to the older versions. The next year, from this version, so up to this version, we cannot have any applications in the Play Store. But from here, we can download the apps and games from the Play Store, Google Play Store. The Play Store has introduced here. So here you can download apps and games from the Play Store. So from this version onwards. And the next is the gesture effects. So what is gesture? Gesture effects means moving. Like when I am playing a game, I can rotate left, right automatically when we are playing the racing game. So automatically the vehicle is moving like that. So such kind of gesture effects are also introduced in this version. So these all are the benefits from this donut. The next version, which is Eclair. So what is this Eclair? So this Eclair also released in the same year after 1 month after. Means it's on October 2009 it is released. So what are the key features of this? Here it can support Bluetooth. As of now, Android is not supporting the Bluetooth. So from this version onwards, it is supporting to the Bluetooth. next is here typing speed has increased. So typing speed, initially when we want to type, it is little bit slow because then this here we discussed about virtual keyboard as introduced. So where we discussed that here keyboard has introduced. So soft touch screen has introduced. Here keyboard virtual means on top of the screen the keyboard has introduced. So because of that keyboard, users not able to touch, means user not able to type that much of speed. Now that issue has resolved in this version. Also added here dictionary option. While you are searching that dictionary, so means while we are writing something, it has giving the hints to correct the spelling. So that in dictionary option as introduced here. And the next here is calendar invitees. Calendar invitees, like nowadays we are adding the reminders to calendars, birthdays, meetings. So that calendar reminders also introduced here. Calendar reminders. So the next is here is the here from this version onwards here it has supporting to the dynamic application. Dynamic application means like it which are communicating with the server. Previously, as of now, whatever applications are static applications, means we can install other application, but that could be the static. But from here now it is supporting to the dynamic application. And the next is zoom in, zoom out. Zoom in, zoom out feature as introduced here in a browser. This is here, it's now we can zoom in, zoom out images and all, but here this feature is supported on only browser English. And the next here they got one drawback, it's not supporting for the Adobe Flash Media. Adobe Flash Media it is not supporting. So this is the drawback here they got, not supported. So this is about the Eclair version. So Eclair version has released in 2009. So in this version we have major benefits like that is Bluetooth, typing speed increased, dictionary, calendar reminders, and the dynamic applications, zoom in, zoom out feature. But here it is not supporting to the Adobe Flash. So then after this the next version as released in the market is Froyo, that is around after 6 months, that is 2010 May. So this is released in the market. So immediately whatever the drawback as there means every version here, whatever the issues they are facing in a previous version, they are overcoming that here. Like here also same. First they concentrated on this Adobe Flash. They succeeded with the Adobe Flash support. So now from Froyo onwards it is supporting the Adobe Flash as well. Then from here multi-touch, just now we seen in key features of that. So that multi-touch as introduced here in this 2010 May version, that is in a Froyo version. The next here, so day and night mode. So based on the day and night mode, your brightness incremental and decremental feature as introduced in this. So day and night. So based on the day and night, the brightness can be either decrease or increase, that can be set at this. So what happens with this? If day and night brightness automatically miss, it cannot affect your eyes, as well as it can reduce the battery usage as well. So that feature as introduced in this version. So again, one more feature that is main and important, encryption and the decryption process also introduced in this section. So what is encryption and decryption?
ఫ్రెండ్స్ తో తిరుగుతా ఉంటా వాళ్ళకి ఏంటి నేను యాప్
See, means some like I created one Gmail or whatever the mail I created. So then after I created a mail and all, so then what happens? I saved one my password as Raj123 or something ABC123. So if that same word, if I save in a database, then who is handling that application? They can able to see my password and they can able to log in into my account and they can do whatever the operations they want to do in my application, they can do. Then what is the solution for that? So for that, what we are doing here is, so that for that we are coming with a different case, that is doing with the encryption. Means I entered 1 2 3 4 5 is my password, but whilst we are saving that, we are sending in a encryption format, means user not understandable format, that we are saving in a database. Then again when I trying to log in that, also whatever I entered 1 2 3 4 5 only, then that can be encrypted and then it will go and it can search in a database, it can map that, okay, this is valid, okay, you can log in. So like that it is introducing this. And the next one is, this is the crash report. What is this crash report? So when my application in a Play Store, after the users are install your application, so that unfortunately it has crashed in some of my friend phone. Why? Because Android has many versions and different manufacturers. So I have 3 to 4 different versions and different manufacturers. I tested in those applications, it is working perfectly fine. Then I uploaded the app in a store, then users are installed, but it's unfortunately it has not supported in some version. So then it has crashed. So that report automatically, which are the Play Store account you created with the mail, you will receive a mail alert in the so and so phone, so and so reason your application is not supporting on that. So what happens? Then I can resolve that issue and I can re-upload the application in a Play Store. So there is a scope to increase the users and increase your app performance and this. The next it is this hotspot. So it can support the hotspot, means from this version onwards the hotspot feature as introduced in this, and these are the features. Okay, again here they got one issue, no internet calling. Here it is not supporting for the internet calling. Internet calling is nothing but like nowadays what we are doing, the internet calling like WhatsApp call, so that we can say as the internet calling, but on those days it's a Skype and some other tools are there. So that is the issue with that case. So now the next version, which is the gingerbread. So gingerbread, this is the gingerbread as released in the same year, that is in 2010 only. It's almost in a month of December. In the month of December, this is released in the market. So this as in this version, majorly they concentrated on a UI. So major part they concentrated on a UI. So UI elements are updated here. Major UI elements are updated, and high efficiency also increased. UI as well as the efficiency has increased. And next, the previous, what is the drawback that has overcome here? So it can supporting to the internet calling. So that issue has resolved here. The next, so it support to the third party keyboards as well. So we can install the other third party keyboards which are available in a Play Store. That keyboards also it can support third party keyboards. We can download and it can support the third party keyboards. And the 3D motion, like 3D images, 3D motion sensors also supporting from this version. Motion sensors supporting from this version. So this is supported for the 3D. And the next is the not support for the, here again we got one more issue, that is it not supporting for the multi-core processor. So multi-core processor means we know, we have already an idea about the process. Like I have means when we are buying that i5, i7, i3, so those are the processors. So like those processors, we are some major part of the any device. So that as here it is supporting, but it's not supporting for the multi-core processor. So but why? There is a specific reason. So I'll explain you that specific reason in the next version, because the next version they overcome this feature. So that is in a honeycomb. The next version is here honeycomb. So this has introduced in 2011 in the month of February. Almost after that 1 year, more than 1 year, this has released in the market. So in this version it is supporting. Here it is supporting. No, here it's not supporting. Here it's supporting. But why this much of time to resolve this issue here? Because as of now they are releasing the more features in a less span of time. But here they took lot of time to resolve this issue. Why? Because from 2008 onwards they are releasing the different versions in the market. As we discussed yesterday, so manufacturers are not showing an interest to come into the Android, but still they are going and they are releasing the new versions. So just as we discussed initially, the Sony has supported for this. From the Sony, it is coming only they are working on the specific hardware. So that is because only one manufacturer is supporting for this. So with that they are introducing the features one by one with the same hardware. Then after they are releasing these many versions in almost in 2010 end, means almost we can say as the 2011 onwards, the other manufacturers, mobile device manufacturers, are showing interest to download, use this Android on their phones.
నువ్వు చెప్పిన దాని గురించి నేను ఈ స్టూడెంట్స్ ఏమైతే డిఫరెంట్ ఉన్నాయి, దేనికి అప్లై చేసినారు గవర్నమెంట్ దగ్గర, అదే దేని గురించి